it's Iain at RTO here. Welcome to live album ranking. Good news is my voice is back. I'm not coughing everywhere, so hopefully the cold has disappeared. So today we are looking at Rainbow. Rainbow, of course, they were formed back in 1975 when Ritchie Blackmore left Rainbow. He sort of borrowed Elf with Ronnie James Dio to make Ritchie Blackmore's album, the first one, because Elf were touring with Deep Purple at the time, so there's a lot of story about that. I found 12 live albums that they've released. There's a couple of box sets that were only released in Japan, so we're going to have a look at them as well. So coming in at number 12 we have Rainbow Down to Earth Tour 1979, released in 2015. This features Ritchie Blackmore guitar, Cozy Powell drums, Roger Glover bass, Graham Bonnet on the vocals. Basically this is a 3-box CD recorded in Denver, Chicago and Long Island in 1979. And basically it is 3 concerts, all the same set lists. I never understand these box sets. Who wants 3 box CDs of the same songs? And the quality is pretty poor. It is proper bootleg material. It's not very good at all. And we'll go. Basically, you get Eyes of the World, Love Is No Friend, Since You've Been Gone, All Night Long, Lost in Hollywood, Man on a Silver Mountain, Long Live Rock and Roll. Basically all on the same ones. It's not particularly brilliant. I don't own it. I've had a listen to it and I'm glad I did never buy that. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 4 out of 10, just purely because it has got a good set list. Okay, coming in at a number 11 we have another box set. This is a 6 CD box set called Deutschland Tournee 1976, recorded on the German leg of the tour in Cologne, Dusseldorf, Nuremberg, and this was the lineup of Ritchie Blackmore, Ronnie James Dio, Cozy Powell, Jimmy Bain and Tony Carey. Again, it's 3 concerts but all the same. You get Over the Rainbow, Kill the King, Mistreated, 16th Century Greensleeves, Catch the Rainbow, Man on a Silver Mountain, Stargazer, Still on Sad, Do You Close Your Eyes, which is the only track that's different. There's 2 albums that have got that on. The quality's better, but again, why would I want to go and buy a 6-box CD set that's all the same? But the quality's a little bit better, so I'm going to give that a RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 10 we have Live in Japan 1984, released in 2015. On here we have got Roger Glover on the bass, Chuck Berge on the drums, Ritchie Blackmore on the guitars, keyboards David Rosenthal and Jolene Turner. It's only a double CD, and we've got intro, Spotlight Kid, Mistreated, I Surrender, Can't Happen Here, Catch the Rainbow, Power, Street of Dreams, Fool for Your Night, Difficult to Cure, Stranded, Death Alley Driver, Fire Dance, Maybe Next Time, All Night Long, Lazy, Since You've Been Gone, Smoke on the Water. Great production. The difficulty to cure is with the orchestra, which sounds pretty good. But these are so fast, they're faster than the album versions. Can't Happen Here, it's played at about a ferocious 500 miles an hour. It's a shame because it's a damn good set, but it's just played so damn fast. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10, just because it's just too damn fast. It sort of spoils it a little bit. Okay then, coming in at number 9, we have the Finyl Vinyl, which is a collection of live recordings and B-sides that was released in 1986 and recorded in 1984 and other times. I've got the when they were recorded, so as we go through I'll let you know. On here we've got Jolene Turner, Roger Glover, Chuck Berkey, Bobby Rindelli, Cozy Powell. Keyboards are done by Dave Rosenstahl, Don Airy, David Stone. Backing vocals Lynn Robinson, Andy Beale. Also features Graham Bonnet and Ronnie James Dio. First 2 tracks are done at the Budokan in 1984. Spotlight Kid, I Surrender, and Miss Mistreated as well. Then we get Jealous Lover, which is a B-side of Can't Happen Here. Then we get from 1981, recorded in New York, Can't Happen Here. Then we got Tearing My Heart, recorded at the Convention Center, San Antonio, Texas. Since You've Been Gone is from Castle Donington. Then we have a Bad Girl, which is the B-side of Since You've Been Gone. Difficult to Cure is again recorded back at the Budokan in 1984. Stone Cold is from Texas again in 1982. Power is recorded in Texas 1982. Man on the Silver Mountain is recorded in Atlanta in 1978, as long with Long Live Rock and Roll. That's a great version of Long Live Rock and Roll. And then we get Weisheim, an instrumental. Pretty good album. It flows quite nicely. It's edited quite well. Not a bad little album. And I'll give this one an RTO ranking of 7.3. Okay, coming in at number 8, we've got Richie Blackmore's Rainbow Memories in Rock, live in Germany, recorded in 2016 and released in 2016. This is the Get Richie Blackmore Getting Rainbow Back Together. On here we've got Richie Blackmore, of course, on guitar, Jans Johansson on keyboard, David Keith on drums, Bob Nouveau bass. Backing vocals is Candice Knight and Lady Lynn, and Ronnie Romero on vocals. Track listing on this one is Over the Rainbow, Highway Star, Spotlight Kid, Mistreated, 16th Century Greensleeve, Since You've Been Gone, Man on the Silver Mountain. That's great because they asked, this is where he goes, who is the man on the mountain? Ronnie Dio's the man on the mountain. Pretty cool. You've got Catch the Rainbow, Difficult to Cure, Perfect Strangers, Stargazer, Long Live Rock and Roll, Child in Time, Woman from Tokyo, Black Knight, Smoke on the Water. And then some bonus tracks from an alternative night. So you get Spotlight Kid again, Man on a Silver Mountain, Long Live Rock and Roll, and Stargazer. Why? I don't know. It's not a bad album, but obviously some of them they're quite a lot slower. We've gone from that Live in Rainbow at a ferocious in 1984 to this slowed down, more genteel versions of these songs. Even Highway Star is too slow, but it's a good listen. Ronnie Romero's a great singer, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.4. Okay, coming in at number 7, we have Memories in Rock 2002, released in 2018, recorded from 3 shows in London, Glasgow and Birmingham in 2017. Same lineup as the previous one: Candice Knight, Lady Lynn, Bob Nouveau, David Keith, Richie Blackmore, Jens Johansson and Ronnie Romero. Near enough the same set, but there's a few extras in this one. So we get Over the Rainbow, Spotlight Kid, I Surrender, Mistreated, Since You've Been Gone, Man on the Silver Mountain, Woman from Tokyo, 16th Century Greensleeves, Soldiers of Fortune, Perfect Strangers, Difficult to Cure, All Night Long, Child in Time. Then we get Stargazer, Long Live Rock and Roll Lazy, Catch the Rainbow, Black Knight. Then we get Carry On John, which is a tribute to Mr. Lord, which is pretty cool, Temple of the King, Smoke on the Water. Then we get a song that they recorded in the studio called Waiting for a Sign. Yes, it's nice to hear Ronnie Romero singing in a studio setting. It's got a really nice song. It's just a typical Rainbow song, actually. It's an enjoyable album. They've sorted out the speed of the songs, and it's quite enjoyable, and I'll give that an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay, then coming in at number 6, we have Live in Birmingham 2016, released in 2016. Again, we've got Candice Knight, Lady Lynn, Bob Nouveau, David Keith, Richie Blackmore, Jens Johansson and Ronnie Romero. This was recorded in Birmingham. It's one show. You've got Highway Star, Spotlight Kid, Mistreated, Since You've Been Gone, Man on the Silver Mountain, Soldier of Fortune, Difficult to Cure, Catch the Rainbow, Perfect Strangers, Long Live Rock and Roll, Child in Time, Stargazer, Black Knight, Woman from Tokyo, a great version of Burn, and Smoke on the Water. Out of the 3 of these, like this new lineup, this is the best album. It's the best sounding one, and they have got it right. The songs are not, they're a better pace, really enjoyable actually, and I'll give it an RTO ranking of 7.9. Okay, then coming in at number 5, we have Boston 1981, released in 2016. It is recorded in Boston, Massachusetts on the 7th of May 1981. So basically just after Jolene Turner joined. So on here we've got Richie Blackmore, Roger Glover, Don Airey, Bobby Rindelli and Jolene Turner. A great version of Spotlight Kid. Pretty good version of Love's No Friend. I Surrender, pretty good. Man on the Silver Mountain, Catch the Rainbow. Probably the best version of Can't Happen here. It's played at a normal pace. Lost in Hollywood, it's always a great track. Difficult to Cure, Long Live Rock and Roll and Smoke on the Water. It's a pretty good album. Jolene Turner is still finding his feet, of course, in the band. He sings the other songs pretty good. It's an enjoyable album, so I'll give this an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. Okay then, coming in at number 4, we have Black Masquerade, Rockpalast 95, released in 2013. This is another revamped version of Rainbow. We have got Richie Blackmore on guitars, Greg Smith on the bass, Chuck Berkey's back on the drums, keyboards Paul Morris, backing vocals Candice Knight, and vocals Doogie White. Got introduction, Spotlight Kid, great, Too Late for Tears, one of the songs on The Strangers to Us All, Long Live Rock and Roll's on here, Hunting Humans, love that track, one of the best tracks on that Strangers to Us All. The Wolf to the Moon, pretty good. Keyboard solo, Still I'm Sad, pretty good. Man on the Silver Mountain, Temple of the King, Black Masquerade is pretty good. Ariel, fantastic song. Goes back to the old days of Rainbow, that one does. Love that one. Since You've Been Gone, not too bad. Perfect Strangers, get green sleeves a bit. And then they did a version of the Hall of the Mountain King where they put the vocals to that tune by Grieg, pretty good. Burns on here, Smoke on the Water. I think Dougie White was a great singer. He sang all the other songs pretty solid as well, just like Ronnie Marrero does. It's a great little album actually. It's nice to hear some of the modern, from Strangers to Us All, great versions of these songs. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8.5. Okay then, coming in at number 3, we have Monsters of Rock live at Donington, 1980. Very first Monsters of Rock, of course, released in 2016. So we've got Richie Blackmore, Cozy Powell, Roger Glover, Don Airey and Graham Bonnet. Great set this was. Eyes of the World, great song, Since You've Been Gone, really good version of Stargazer. Catch the Rainbow, Lost in Hollywood, brilliant piece of music on here. And then goes into Difficult to Cure, get the drum solo from Cozy, 1812, then goes back into Lost in Hollywood, get a little bit of Lazy, All Night Long, a little bit of blues, Will You Love Me Tomorrow, Long Live Rock and Roll. Now I had this on a very dodgy bootleg for many years, but I was so glad when it came out properly. It's a great album. I love Graham Bonnet singing on these Rainbow songs. Pretty good album. So I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of a 9 out of 10. Okay, it's obvious what the top 2 are. Now which order they are in. So coming in at number 2 then is a double album released in 1977, and it was recorded in Germany and Japan in late 1976 on the Rising World Tour. To me this is the classic lineup of Rainbow, of Richie Blackmore, Ronnie James Dio, Tony Carey, Jimmy Bain and Cozy Powell. Opens up with the brilliant Kill the King, absolutely killer track. Then we get a medley of Man on the Silver Mountain, Blues and Starstruck. Then a whole side takes up Catch the Rainbow, pretty cool. And then on side 3 we get Mistreated, takes up the whole of that. Side 4 is 16th Century Greensleeves and Still I'm Sad. We always thought, oh, they miss off some of the classics, but it's a great album, it's great sounding, and it has got some of the classics. We'd have all preferred something better than Mistreated because we've got so many versions of that, but on the whole it's an enjoyable album. And I'll give this an RTO ranking of 9.9. Okay then, coming in at number 1 then. This is the album that we all wanted and we finally got it in 1990, and it was live in Germany 1976. Sort of the best bits from that box set. It's an incredible album. Again, it's got the classic lineup. We've got Ronnie James Dio, Richie Blackmore, Tony Carey, Jimmy Bain and Cozy Powell. Running older on this one is Kill the King, Mistreated, 16th Century Greensleeves, Catch the Rainbow, fantastic version on here. Man on the Silver Mountain is superb. And then we get a 17-minute version of Stargazer that blows you away. The best version of this song I've got. I love it. And I love this version. It is superb. Still I'm Sad, that's 15 minutes. lots of guitar riffs and solos and all sorts, brilliant. And it ends the album with "Do You Close Your Eyes." I remember when this album came out. This is to me the definitive Rainbow live album. It's that classic lineup, and this is when they were at their best. The production on this is superb considering when it was recorded. And I can only give it one remark, can't I? 10 out of 10 for this one. It's absolute killer. We may be doing Rainbow next year, the studio albums, you never know. But he did come third in a poll, so we'll probably be doing them next year. We'll be back later with a new album review. We're looking at KKE Priest's Sermons of the Sinner. But if you don't forget, we've still got plenty of quiz sheets to send to you. If you wouldn't want, just see the address at the bottom of the page now, and I'll send one on to you. So I'll be back later for the album review, so take care for now.